Hello YouTube, this is Ham Radio Reviews. On this week's video we don't have a radio or anything, we have an app, a mobile app for iOS and Android. It is an app I have created and it has to do with ARRL's Logbook of the World. If you are into DXing, Logbook of the World is an online service, I should say, an online logbook service by the American Radio Relay League, and basically you can upload your logs and confirm your QSOs with other stations, and you get awards and things like that. I have created an app for Logbook of the World because I wanted specific things to have on my device, and I couldn't find them anywhere. It runs on both iOS and Android. It's free. It's for phones and tablets for these two platforms. Okay, now let's jump into it and see what it does. This is the icon here. See it? If the camera can focus at this close range. Okay, it started anyway. Here we go. This is the the first time you run it, it loads the country information, and it shows you with the LoTW credentials screen where you need to enter your credentials. These are your Logbook of the World credentials. You first need to enter your main call sign. Let me enter mine. Here we go. When you activate the other field, the username field, it will automatically fill it in with your main call sign, because your username in a Logbook of the World is your call sign. You can change it, of course, but most likely it won't work. Okay, and you won't see this, I will enter my password. This is my Logbook of the World password. Okay, I have entered my password. I need to tap on the save button for it to be saved. If I tap the done button, it will just close and it will not save the credentials. Okay, let's tap the save button. The credentials are saved locally only on your device through the respective platform's key store. On iOS it's the iOS key store, on Android it's the Android key store. It's encrypted and secure. Okay, now we are presented with the QSO page. It hasn't downloaded something yet. To download your logs, you need to pull to refresh. Okay, now it's conducting. You need to have an internet connection for this. The more QSOs you have, the more time it will take to download everything. I don't have many QSOs on Logbook of the World, but okay, if you see now, they are categorized by month and year. Here, if you see, all the way back. Newest at the top, oldest at the bottom. Now, these triangles are buttons, and I can expand each specific month I care about. I want to see the QSOs I have for that month. Now, if you see here, the green, this is first of all, this is the working station's call sign. My call sign is here, and this is the date of the QSO. Whenever QSO is marked with a working station's call sign, whenever it is marked with green letters, it means it is a QSL. It has been confirmed. The blue dots here indicate that these are QSOs which I haven't opened yet in the app. It has nothing to do with Logbook of the World or anything. It is managed locally here. Whenever you download, whenever you start the app and you go through this process, it downloads your whole log. And after that, you don't need an internet connection to view the information. Of course, when you tap here to see the information, here you need an internet connection, because it will connect to fetch all the information, the remaining information from Logbook of the World. If you see here, there are all this information which is available from Logbook of the World, my call sign, the working station's call sign, grid locator if it exists, the frequency, the band, everything. State and country, these are not filled. It's a Hotel Bravo 9 station. State and country are not filled, and county, not country, county are not filled here. Now right after the ad, and it creates a QSL image, if you see here, for this QSL. Please note that the app does not do any kind of confirmation. It does not cross-reference between my station. It does not cross-reference QSOs between my station and the other station. It does not do anything like that. It does not replace Logbook of the World's functionality. This is just a viewer, if you may, a reader app. The fact that it created a QSL image here means that the data it downloaded from Logbook of the World contained this information, that this QSO was confirmed. If this data for some reason changes on Logbook of the World, it will change here the next time you refresh the app. Okay, we can tap on this image here to see it larger. You can also rotate here. Tap once to view it here. You see all the information of the QSL. It is like a QSL card, but I don't call it a QSL card, it is a QSL image. And you have the option of sharing this either on Facebook or save it locally to your photos album, to email it or things like that. I will probably add more sharing options here. Let me know down in the comments if you want, if you would like more things here to be shared. Okay, let's get out of here. Let's go back. Now here, this is in this QSO list page, we can do a local search. We can start typing here, for example, a working station's call sign, or a band, or a frequency, or even a mode. Let's search for a working station. I remember many of you might know this station from Russia. United Echo 16. No need to type anything else. I tap the search button and it does local search. Here we go. Here, where was it? I have the QSL with this station. I tap for the details, to open the details. It connects to fetch the details. Okay, all the information here of this QSO and QSL. However, I have more QSOs with this particular station. So the app creates another QSL image that contains all the QSOs I have with this station. If you see here, it doesn't contain every bit of information the single QSO image contains. However, it contains all the QSOs I have, all the QSLs basically I have with this station. Up to 8 QSOs can fit in one image. If you have more QSOs with a station, another image will be created. For example, if you have 15, 2 images will be created. If you have 17, 3 images will be created to contain all the information of the QSOs with this station. Okay, let's go back. Now, another thing to note here, let me go back to the normal, okay, normal view. You also have the option in this screen to sort the information it displays. For example, if you tap here, this is the sort button, it shows you, now we see all the QSOs. We can sort either by ascending or descending. This is descending order. Let's do by ascending. It changes. Now I have September 2014, if you see here. Again, descending, at the top is June 2016. However, if I switch, if you see this button here, this says QSL button. Tapping this button will only show me the QSLs, the confirmed QSOs I have. Let's activate this. There we go. It switched the views. Again, it's the same thing. We have information, but if you see, you will only see green worked call signs here. Okay, and let's open this. Now we have different options apart from ascending and descending. We have options to sort by date of QSL. This means I upload my logs today, no matter when the QSOs occurred. I upload my logs to ARRL today, and the working station maybe uploads their logs 2 weeks from now. This is the QSL date. That's when they are going to be confirmed. Okay, this is normal by date of QSO, and this is all live. If you see, I tap a button and the changes occur instantly, almost instantly anyway. And by country, we can sort by country. Now here, if you see, if you see here, these are sorted sections by country, so you can see all the countries you have worked here. Okay, and of course this setting is remembered. If we do this, okay, now I'm in normal QSO viewing mode, and I switch back to QSL. It remembers the setting and it still shows me by the XCC. Of course, also, let's see this. Let's open this here, Algeria. It also remembers the section I have expanded. For example, I go back. Here I have nothing is expanded, but if I go back to QSL, here it remembers takes everything back to where it was when I left this particular point. Okay, if you see here at the side, there's a tab with my main call sign. I can add more call signs. I can add as many call signs as I want, and they will all appear here. But we'll check that in a moment. Now let's tap this button for the menu. These are the options we have. We have a search screen. This particular screen, with this particular screen, we can search for specific workstations online on LoTW servers directly. For example, let's search for a particular QSO with a station, which I remember from Greece here, stroke portable. My call sign. If I have added more call signs, they will appear here. Now I've only added one call sign, my main call sign. So let's select that. From two dates. Let's do from 12th October 2015. Done until today. Okay, do a search. It connects to LoTW servers to perform the search. It found 47, and here we go. Here is all the information. That is the search page. Now let's go to settings, the settings screen. If you see here, it says LoTW credentials. This is the same screen that loads when we first open the app, after we've downloaded it. Okay, we have the option, if we change our password on LoTW, we will need to come here and change it. However, please note that for security reasons, I have made it so if you change anything here, if you do a change here, the app of course will let you know about it, and you try to save it, it will delete everything that has been downloaded so far. I believe that is the more secure way, because, for example, you might lose your device, and someone might try to change the credentials here, maybe to try and find what your password is. there's no reason for them. If they do that, all the logs will disappear. Of course, if they get to this point, if they don't try to change the credentials, they will still have access to your data, everything that has been downloaded, but it is one small step towards being more secure. Also, if you choose to delete the credentials, this clears your credentials. It will also, one more time, remove your log. This is also for, apart from security, this is for ease of use, because for some reason you may need to reset whatever has been downloaded here. This is the easiest way. You delete your credentials and it deletes every information that has been downloaded so far. And the other option we have under settings is My Call Signs. Under My Call Signs, we can add more call signs. For example, more call signs I have here. I have my mobile station. Let me add that. Stroke mobile, add. And also my portable station. There we go. Now I have 3 call signs here. If I go back to my contacts list here, you see here are the tabs of the other two of my other 2 call signs. I can add as many call signs as I want. Maybe I have, for some reason, 10 call signs. Everything will be here. This is scrollable. When you add more items, everything will appear here. Now, but nothing has been downloaded so far for the other call sign. So let's tap my mobile call sign. Here again I need to pull to refresh. It's connecting and it will download the QSOs I have under with my mobile station. Here we go. When in the future, when I upload my logs to LoTW, I need to refresh this to get everything back. It does not automatically do it. There are some changes, some things that LoTW servers do not support yet. I've contacted them. They told me that these changes are going to happen sometime in the future. So when that happens, the app will be able to automatically let you know if there is new information for you to download. For example, you have uploaded your logs, the app will let you know that there are new logs and you should download them, or maybe download it automatically, I don't know, I will see. Or you're waiting for 2 years for that call sign you worked to upload their logs to LoTW, and when they do, you will get a notification. But these things, I cannot do these things unless these changes are made on LoTW. Okay, now what else do we have? Okay, these are the call signs. Now let's go to the other screen here, statistics. In this screen, I see statistics about my log. For example, here, the first tab, I see QSLs and DXC. These are the count, the number of the QSLs in my DXC. Here, I have QSLs per band. For example, 56 QSLs on 20 meters. Here, of course, this is also landscape. Everything. The app works portrait and landscape, both modes, so you can see them better. And of course you have the option of sharing this information again on Facebook or save the image in your photos album. And the other tab, QSL per mode. Here I have, for example, 121 SSB QSLs. Phone. This phone one was a digital D-Star, I think, QSO I had, and FM. These are for my main call sign here. If I want to see for my other call sign, just tap this tab here. Okay, and like that, the particular information. Now, let's say I want to see everything I have for all my call signs. All I have to do is tap on the graph here, and it will change. Here we go. If you see, it says now overall. Let's go to the other which is only 2 bars here. If you see 158 total QSLs and 76 DXC. Please note, however, that this, when you tap, it shows overall information for the main, using the main call sign as a base. For example, Sierra Victor 2 Romeo Mike Kilo, the mobile and the portable. If for some reason I'm managing another call sign, for example, Juliet 42 Romeo Mike Kilo, which is Juliet 4 is the prefix for special call signs here in Greece. It will not count the totals when I tap the graph here. Let me know in the comments below if you want this sort of information, if you want this sort of feature basically. Okay, or if you want me to add more things, more statistics here. Now we've seen settings. Now let's go to about. In the about page you can see the version. Now it's on version 2. If you see here, there are 2 buttons. You have the option of removing the ads. The app is free, but with ads. If you want, there are people that hate ads. If you want to remove them, you can go here and tap the remove ads button. I have already done it here, but let's do it again. If you've done it already once, you will not get charged a second time. You can do restore purchases if you've done it already once. Okay, let me enter. You won't see this. I'll tap my password. I've entered my password here. Now it's restoring the purchases. Okay, it will say Pro, the buttons are gone, and there are no ads in the app now. If you see, no banner at the top or anything. Okay, this is the functionality. Now you can let me show you the app on an iPad. It's practically the same thing here. You can just see it on a larger screen, on an iPad's larger screen. Here you have these things here. For example, let's see this information here. This particular, it's in Greek. It supports English and Greek. If you want more languages, please let me know down in the comments. Here you see a big image for you to share and everything. And I would like also to show you the app running, here it is, on an Android phone. This is a Samsung phone. It won't explode or anything, don't worry. Okay, it's practically the same. There are minor differences which basically have to do with the layout because of the differences between Android and iPhone. However, it's the exact same thing. Here you tap and it expands the views. You can see QSLs only. Here, let's go here. For example, here is a QSL. It will load the information here, and you have the image and everything. Let's see the statistics real quick here. Here, statistics. Here it shows less numbers than before because I only have one call sign entered here. Okay, that's it on the Android. Okay, remember the app is available for iOS and Android, for phones and tablets. It is free with ads. You have the option of removing the ads with a small in-app purchase. This feature is only available for iOS. Android users, you will have the same feature in probably the next version. I'll see what I can do. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you found it useful. Comment below with any questions you have regarding the app or anything else, and subscribe to my channel for more ham radio reviews, videos and news. Thank you very much for watching. 73.
One thing I forgot to add, I have redesigned my blog. It has a new look and a new home. The address now is hamradioreviews.eu here. And there, the first blog post I made was a mini guide, a small presentation of My LoTW. You can see it here with the screenshots, and you will find a couple more details which I haven't included in this video. Okay, thanks again for watching.